Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar and I welcome all of you to this first video on binary heaps. Now, actually, binary heap has an application in priority queue. Why we are learning this topic is because priority queues basically are implemented by using heaps. But let's not think of its application straight away, and let's think of what is a heap and what do you mean by max heap, min heap, these terms let's get introduced to. So to understand what is a heap or binary heap, consider a following array given. We have an array of 8 elements, okay, and the elements are 100, 50 and so on up to 40. Now consider this array and you can notice that I have indexed this array from location 1. You should get surprised rather, because we always index the array, at least in C language, from index 0. By the way, index 0 is there in the array, but I have not used it. It seems I have left it vacant and I have stored the values from first element onwards up to 8th element. So I am not using 0th element at all, although it is present in the array, I am wasting it. Now why? We will know it shortly. And rather I will tell you at the end of this video that what if you want to use 0th element, what you should do while considering binary heap. Okay, so we are given an array of 8 elements. Now the above array can be shown as a binary tree. Yes, these values 100, 50, 200, 85, 210, these values in the array can be shown in the form of binary tree. What we will do is, we will add the first value 100 as root. Let this be root node. Okay. Now you know, as it is a binary tree, this 100 will have 2 pointers, left and right. Now let's take the next value 50. Now 50 will be added to the left of 100 and 50 will also have 2 pointers, left and right. Every node will have 2 pointers, correct? Now 200 will be added to the right of 100. 200 has 2 pointers, left and right. Now 85, check the next fourth value 85. Where will 85 go? Now maybe you are thinking that 85 is less than 100, so it should go to the left of 100, and 85 is greater than 50, so 85 should be added to the right of 50. Maybe you are thinking that because you are still thinking about binary search tree. But here is the twist. Now 85 is the new value and that new value will go to the left of 50. In the class everybody shouts, sir, how are you adding 85 to the left of 50? Now the kind of tree that we are building here is not a binary search tree where we will be using less than greater than rules. But the kind of tree that we are creating is called sequential binary tree. It's a sequential binary tree. It is still a binary tree with every node having 2 pointers left and right. But it's not binary search tree. It is sequential binary tree, meaning that values in this binary tree are added in sequence from left to right. Check that. We are adding the values. Follow the cursor now. We are adding the values sequentially from left to right. So now the next vacant place from left to right is obviously right of 50. So whatever is the value will be added as the right of 50. And the next value will be added as the left of 200. And the next value, whatever it is, will be added as the right of 200. So the values go sequentially from left to right. As you will see, the next value is 210, the fifth value. Now 210 won't go to the right of 200. Hello, we are not talking about binary search tree. 210 will go to the right of 50 because left to right, if you go in that direction, from left to right, the next vacant place was right of 50. Next value is 30, as you see, 30 will go to the left of 200. Next value is 250. 250 will go to the right of 200. And now the last value is 40. Where will 40 go? Now, if you trace left to right, follow the cursor, left to right. Now, the next vacant place is obviously left of 85. I hope you are understanding. So now left of 85 is going to point or is going to point to a child which stores 40. Now you watch. All other pointers that we have not utilized will be null. All other pointers like pointers of 30 will be null and pointers of 40 might be remembering what do you mean by complete binary tree. In one of the videos about introduction to binary tree, there was a video labeled as terms used in binary tree. We have discussed complete binary tree. In a complete binary tree, every level is full. Every level is full except the last one. Maybe the last level is not full. You can see the last level, actually the last level which I am pointing to can have 8 nodes here. Check the positions. 8 nodes are can be accommodated, but there is only one node, isn't it? But all other levels are completely filled. So except the last level, all the levels are filled and the nodes are as left as possible always. So this 40 is towards the as left as possible. And if you are not adding any nodes, they should be to the right here. Right portion should be empty. Okay. Now the diagram which I have drawn, anybody would say this is a binary tree. Yes, I agree this is a binary tree. This is a sequential binary tree. But this diagram is also called as heap. This is heap. Okay, so what is heap? Heap is sequential binary tree. It is a sequential binary in which values or data is added in sequence from left to right, L to R. If you keep adding the values from left to right, what you get is a sequential binary tree, and that sequential binary tree itself is called heap. Okay. Now we have a habit of numbering these nodes. Usually in any tree data structure, we don't give a number to the node, but let's give number to this node. Number given to this node 100 is 1 because in the array 100 is stored at first index. And numbering also will be done in sequence from left to right. So the node which will have second number will be 50. The node which will have third number will be 200. Then 85 will have fourth number and so on. So we have a habit of numbering the node sequentially like this. Look, 85 will be at fourth node, 210 fifth, and so on. And 40 will be at eighth node. Now, actually, these numbers given are nothing but indexes. You can see that 210, which I am right now encircling, 210 is given fifth number, but that 210 is nothing but the fifth element of the array. Isn't it so? Now, just a warning. Pay attention, just a warning. If you are thinking that to create a binary heap in C program, we should create a binary tree. Everybody is taken aback. Everybody is frightened. Oh my God, again binary tree. We will have to create a binary tree to create a heap. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Any program on binary heap doesn't need to create a binary tree. This binary tree that we have drawn is just for representation on paper. But the binary heap operations or binary heap creation will be done using array, and only array. We will not be creating any binary tree whatsoever. Then why have you drawn this? This has been drawn, binary tree has been drawn because visualization of binary heap becomes very easy if you draw it in this way. Okay, let me prove this. We are not going to create a binary tree at all. Okay. What you do is, you do an exercise with me. You don't look at the array, okay? You don't look at the array for some time, but look at the binary heap and read the elements in sequence from left to right. You will see 100, 50, 200, 85, 210, 30, 250, 40. This is the way how you are traversing the elements from left to right, and that are the same values which are in sequence in the array also: 100, 50, 200, 85, and so on up to 40. What I want to tell you is that the array seen above and the binary heap seen below are not different. If I ask you, what is this tree, you will say this is binary tree, sir. I will say it is array. If I ask you, what is this drawn above, you will say it is array. I will say it is binary heap. It's only the thing is that the array has been drawn differently and the sequence numbers have been given from left to right. That is why this is appearing, binary heap is appearing different, but it is not different. The array has been drawn just in the form of binary heap. Okay, one more thing. You see, there is some relation between parent and child over here in the binary. Take any child. Let's take 85. You know 85 is a child of 50. Now, what's the relation here? Relation is about the number given to the nodes, not about the values. So, let's take this child 85. What is the number given to this node? 4. So, you are at node number 4, and somebody asks you where is the parent of this node. Then it is so easy. Just divide the number with 2. 4 by 2. 4 by 2 is 2. So, you will instantly know who is the child of 85. Let's try again. Suppose we are talking about node number 5, that is 210, node number 5. You are asked who is the parent of this node. So to find out the parent of node number 5, simply compute 5 divided by 2. And 5 divided by 2, we are talking about integer arithmetics, is not 2.5, it is 2. So the parent of node number 5 is node 2. Indeed, node 2 is right, is parent, because 210 is right child of 50. Try it again. Who is the parent of node number 8? Parent of 40, that is node number 8, is 8 by 2, that is 4. Just try it again. Who is the parent of node number 2? That is 50. Parent of node number 2 is 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Who is the parent of node number 3? Node number 3 has parent as at 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, that means if child number is given, we can easily find out parent number. Of course, converse is also true. Suppose you are given node number 3 and you are asked, who are the children of node number 3? I mean, who are the children of this node 200? So if the node number 3 is the parent, you can easily find where are the children. Just multiply this 3 with 2. 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 2 is 6. So you will get 6, which is 30. This is nothing but the left child of 200. And the parent number 3 is multiplied with 2. 3 into 2 and 1 is added. 3 into 2 plus 1. 3 into 2 plus 1 is 7. That will give you the right child. Come again. If you are asked who are the children of node number 2, that is 50. Now the children of node number 2 are 2 into 2, that is 4, left child, and 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5, right child. Isn't it so? This relation is always true in binary. Now for some time you again do an exercise with me. Don't see this binary heap at all. See the array. Check the array. Keep your eye on the array. If I ask you, who are the children of this 100? The first value. Who are the children of this 100? The very first value. What you will do? You will take the index 1 and you will multiply 1 with 2. 1 into 2. And you will know node number 2, that is second element, is child of 100. You confirm it. Now you see the binary heap. Binary heap. Really 50 is left child of 100, isn't it? By the way, back to 100 here in the array. Where is the right child of this first value? It is 1 into 2 plus 1. 1 into 2 plus 1, which is 3. Third node, that is 200, must be the right child of 100. And you can watch the binary heap. Take the heap diagram again. Yes, really 200 is the right child of 100. Come again, come again. Just check this. Suppose you want to know who are the children of 50. That is the second element of the array. Second element will have two children. 2 into 2, that is 4, will be the left child. That means 85 must be the left child of 50. Check it in the diagram. Yes, 85 is indeed left child of 50. What about right child? Second element will have right child as 2 into 2 plus 1. That is 4 plus 1. So this fifth element, 210, is supposed to be the right child of 50. Check the heap. Really 210 is the right child of 50. Isn't it so? Make it fast. Where are the two children of third element? It is 6 and 7. 30 and 250 are the two children. And really 200 has 30 and 250. Check the diagram. Where are the two children of 85? That is fourth element. Fourth element should have children at 8 and 9, isn't it? But ninth element is not there. Ninth element in the array is not there. Only eighth element is there, isn't it? So fourth element 85, fourth element 85 will have only left child 4 into 2, that is 8. Check that eighth position is indeed the left child. 40 is the left child of 85. But right child of 85, observe the cursor place, is missing because ninth element was not present in the array. Okay, where are supposed to be the two children of fifth value? Fifth value should have two children at 10 and 11, isn't it? This is too much. 10th and 11th elements are not there in the array. So fifth value will not have any children. Observe the diagram, observe the heap. 210, the fifth node in the heap, neither has left child nor has right child. It is easy to understand that 6th, 7th, and 8th nodes are leaves. They don't have any children. All right, that means I am again and again proving that the array drawn above and the binary heap drawn below are not different. In fact, array has been shown in the form of binary. It has been shown in such a way that we can easily represent or understand what is happening with the parent values and child values in the form of binary heap diagram. All right then. So let's read a few definitions. Binary tree shown above is not a binary search tree because we have not stored using usual ordering less than greater than. Such a tree is called sequential binary tree, and that itself is called heap. Well, all values of the array are added in this heap sequentially from left to right. So that's why it is known as sequential binary tree. Now, some important properties of heap are, if P is the parent number, remember P is not the value stored in the parent, P is the number given to the parent node. If P is the parent number, then left child number, let's call that left child number as CL. This CL, left child number, is P into 2. And right child number, that is CR, let's say, is nothing but P into 2 plus 1. This is always true in the case of heap. And what if we are given C as the child number? Can you find out the parent of that child? Yes, parent is always C upon 2. I hope you are understanding what I am telling. By the way, there are two types of heaps now. First type of heap is known as max heap. Now, what is a max heap? Obviously, it is a heap. So it is a sequential binary tree in which each parent node is greater than value of both the children. What did I say? Parent node must have value greater than both the children, and this should be true for every parent. Let's go on top and see this heap that we have drawn. Is this a max heap? No way. Check the 100 itself. Check the very first parent, the very first topmost. What is the rule? The value stored inside this node must be greater than both the children, isn't it? Although 100 is greater than left child, but 100 is not greater than right child, isn't it? So at the very first node, the rule of max heap is not followed. So this entire tree or entire heap is not a max heap. Try it again, 50. This node is the parent of 85 and 210. Now this node, which is storing, or the second node, should have a value greater than 85 and 210. Only then parent node will be greater than both the children. Even this value should be greater than both the children. Third value should be greater than 6th and 7th. And fourth value should be greater than 8th. It is greater than 8th. But anyway, the parent and child relationship is not followed properly above. So this is not a max heap. Anyway, now what is min heap then? The second type of heap, yes, you already know this now. It is a heap in which each parent node is less than value of both the children. Now the above heap is not min heap also. Let's see. Check this. This heap that I have drawn is not a min heap. For being a min heap, parent value should be less than both the children, isn't it? Now the parent value over here 100 is although less than right child, but it is greater than left child. So min heap rule is broken in the first generation or the first level itself. So this is not a min heap either. So in this video we have seen what is heap. How do you represent an array in the form of binary heap, and we have seen that binary heap is nothing but array is nothing but binary heap. Binary heap is just another way of representing the array on paper so that we understand parent-child distribution or relationship very easily. Just go through this revision before we close the discussion. Imagine that we are given some array like this: 200, 20, 85, 92, 210, 48, 65, 110, and 300. And indexes I will start is with 1. I am going to waste the 0th position. Trust me, I am going to tell you why we are wasting that 0th position, why we should not start the array from index 0. Now, how can you represent this array in the form of binary heap? Just keep adding values in sequence from left to right. So 200 goes to root. Left of 200 becomes 20. Right of 200 becomes 85. Then left to right sequence, you can see left to right sequence, the next sequence available is left of 20. So left of 20 becomes 85. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This becomes 92. Sorry for this overwriting. Then right of 20 becomes 210. Left of 85 will become 48. Right of 85 is 65. Left of 92 will become 110. And right of 92 will become 300. And we will have a habit of giving these numbers to these nodes sequentially. Numbers also will be given in sequence from left to right. Now it is easy to see who is the parent of node number 7. Parent of node number 7 is 7 by 2, which is 3. And really 85 is the parent of 65, correct or not? Or who are the children of fourth node? Fourth node. If you see the fourth node, the children of fourth node are at 8 and 9. That is 4 into 2 and 4 into 2 plus 1. So that's how you can see what is heap. Now, is this a max heap? The heap that I have drawn, is this a max heap? No, it can't be. Every parent must be greater than its children, isn't it? So although you see that the very first parent, 200, is greater than both the children, 20 and 85, but 20 spoils the show. The second node spoils the show. 20 is the parent of 92 and 210. How come? For max heap, every parent must be greater than both the children. So the rule of max heap is not obeyed by the second parent. Hence, the entire tree, entire heap will not be termed as max heap. Okay, is this a min heap? No way. For min heap, parent must be less than both the children. You can see this parent, the topmost parent 200, is in fact larger than both the children. Then the rule of min heap is broken at the topmost level itself. Then this is neither a min heap. I hope you have understood fundamentals of what is heap, what is min heap, max heap, what is the relation between parent number and child number. See you in the next video with more things about heap, max heap, and min heap. Thank you very much.